And here we go, JJZ here, excited to bring another Brood War game to you. Today we have Polypoid, 4-player map in the bottom right. One of the best Terrans to ever do it, Light. He is a yellow today. And Light is a South Korean Terran player, guys. He's 35 years old. Finished in the most recent ASL back in the summer of 2025. Summer, fall, August, September, I believe. He finished 12th, so he qualified for that ASL by finishing 3rd in ASL 19. Something I recently learned is that if you finish in the top 4 in any given in an ASL, you automatically qualify to the round of 16. He went on to face in his round of 16 bracket 2 Zerg players, one of them being Larva, which he lost to, and the other being his opponent today, Soma, who he also lost to, eliminating him from the round of 16. Soma, of course, as you probably know, went on to win ASL 20, and I've been meaning to cast a game of his since I started doing this, so here we are. I thought 2 of the best, 2 to likely play again in the next ASL. Maybe not each other, but definitely both capable of qualifying and potentially winning. Looking forward to seeing some of his Mutalisk play. He is very good with them, one of the best, and we'll see what we have in store for that as we get a hatchery down from Soma, supply depot barracks, and probably looking to expand for Light. Guys, if you know what they're saying and you can translate that for me in the comments, I'd love to read it. I'll pin it. If you do a good job with it, I'll pin it to the top of the comments. So if you speak Korean and you want to help us out there, by all means, jump in, do that. It would be awesome. We do have Overlord. First Overlord is going to find Light here any moment now. And we have gas, spawning pool. Nice little scout here from Light to scout him first. I'm going to give a shout out to Artosis, guys, in this game. I know we cast a lot of him, but I listened to a cast of his from the spring of 2025. And one of the best games he casted as Light does get his expand up. Doesn't have any gas yet, but I imagine we'll see that soon. A Marine on the way. He called it in this cast in the spring of 2025. He called Soma to win an ASL in the next 2 years. It did not take Soma 2 years. He went on to win the next one, as you well know. So, hey, Artosis, he knows ball, guys. He knows Starcraft. Great call there, and credit where it's due. Yeah, here we go. The scout continuing. So getting a real nice look here. He's going to try and sneak up the ramp. Nice block there by Soma with the Zerglings. Now just going to run home. 2 Marines out, second barracks up. Okay, 2 barracks, then gas starts. Okay, I like that. We saw Shiny do something similar, I think, back in one of the better Terran games we saw. Or one of the better players we saw. I mean, he's obviously, these guys are both all top level. One other thing Artosis did say, if you're watching his cast right now, specifically about Light, he's doing a deep dive on Tyson right now, the Protoss player, and he casted Tyson against another Terran player. It wasn't Light, but he brought Light up. And what he said about Light was, if you're a young Terran out there, like if you're a new Terran player, as Light does send his SCVs, copy what Light does. He's not the most aggressive Terran player, but fundamentally he's very strong. So are there any young Terran players out there as the academy goes up? Let me know in the comments. Look at him get this second SCV out and send a healthy one, and scout again, sees the timing on the Spire. He sees no third hatchery. Yeah, that's all really valuable information, guys. So yeah, let me know if you're a young Terran player, guys. Like if you don't play. Oh, Zerglings sneak in here. I don't know if they got anything done. Any kills? No kills. No kills. We did lose one, though, as the Marines chased them up. Yeah, let me know if you're a young Terran player out there, and what inspired you to start playing again after all these years, because it seems like everyone that's been playing Brood War, or that plays Brood War, has been playing for 25 years, essentially. So the bar, like the bar is really high. Like the barrier to entry is really high on Brood War. Look at Soma, sneaks a very sneaky third base at the 12 o'clock position. We'll see if Light can find that as one sunken colony goes down. And we have a comsat coming. What is going on? Only one comsat? Okay, that's interesting. Light, one of the best most fundamental players as he moves out at the 5-minute and 14 mark with 2 medics and 8 Marines. Okay, so is he going to march across, make sure there's a sunken colony there? I don't think we'll see him march into the base, but 1 comsat, guys. Okay, so still 1 comsat? Still 1 comsat. Okay, so I've talked about this before. This is actually kind of validating. I haven't seen it before. We see Artosis, and we've seen other Terran players make 2 comsats. He's going to get this Overlord. That's a really nice pick off right now. He's going to supply block Soma here briefly, and he is going to go out onto the map. And so, okay, he also scanned here, guys. That's a scan. So he didn't scan the base. He didn't scan for drones. He didn't scan for anything. I guess he had that late SCV scout in. Super interesting. And that is just another level scan that I don't even know. He knows there's another hatchery out, right? Like, he just knows this at this stage. So he's like, where are you hiding it? And he's going to miss it here. And Soma, a little bit of mind games. As Mutas do fly up, he's got 5. He's going to try and pick off this army. We talk about this in some of the other games we casted, is it hurts Terran to lose this army and not get anything done with it, I think. But do we have that second comstat going down? Not yet. Still on 1 comstat, guys. Amazing. Light loses this army, but I love the 1 comstat. An SCV, so he does push some fire bats out right after that. Likely built those right after the push went out to defend against any potential Zerglings. Just going to get into Marines and medics here. It looks like probably after that. We do have, I believe this is, yes, a factory coming up. This base is mining now, and no other tech on the way, just Mutalisks, guys. So we get to see the Mutaplay that we expected from Soma. Really quickly, guys, an SCV takes 12.6 seconds to make. A comstat takes exactly double that, 25.2 seconds. So you give up 2 SCVs per comstat, plus the mining that they'll get done while the comstats are being made. So you give up a lot for 2 comstats, and we do see the Mutas come in and get a turret. Soma, one of the best in the business, guys, to use his Mutalisk as he picks off this Marine medic ball, gets out with some damage, but he's got 2 more healthy ones. Look at how quickly he replaces that injured Mutalisk, and he's just going to hang him out here, 2 of them, to heal up. So yeah, there is some. He does get that second one eventually. There it is, the second comsat. But I love that play, guys. Let me know what you think about Light playing. And then that scan is kind of other, like, just another level where he's decided to use his 1 scan. It's like he just knew there has to be another base. And he's exactly right. He just misread it by 1 base over. And we've seen that happen to Terran players. It seems to happen a lot. And here come the Mutas into the main as we get 2 more barracks going up for a total of 5 from Light. And Mutalisk taking some damage. He does lose 1, but gets on top of those barracks and gets a couple SCVs. Light is going to push out here. I heard a scan, so he may have scanned this base. Let's see if he heads right there. He's going to get some damage on these Mutas. 2 groups now of Mutas. Look at the Mutas. Oh, and they're just going to jump on these Marines. They're going to kill the whole army. Again, so now that's 2 armies that Light has lost. He does get a fire bat, though, up. So I think he must have scanned here. He knows there's a base on the map. Looks like we've got about 9, 12, 13 Mutalisks or so. This fire bat, let's see if he can get on some drones. How quickly does Soma react? He gets 1, he gets 2, and Soma's out of there, guys. We've got a Hydralisk Den and a Queen's Nest on the way, hiding his tech up here. It's no longer hidden. If Light was paying attention, he'll know that's coming. Full group, or 11 Mutalisks here, back into the base. Look at the non-stop Mutalisk harass from Soma. Now he's going to go... sends the drones back up. Firebat still chasing them, but he'll probably make some... Yeah, he makes some units up here. He should be able to take care of that. Building some more missile turrets. You can see 3 in the main, 3 on the natural, and 4 on the barracks, guys. This is almost like a bit of a Mutalisk all-in here, it looks like, from Soma. It's like he can sense blood in the water. Confining him to these 2 bases, getting his 3rd up, and he's just got a nice Terran contain here. Light, couple Zerglings sneak in. Look at this. Look at these guys, their intuition is so strong, both of them. Just like, oh, maybe I can take a turret out with 2 Zerglings. That tells me maybe he's looking to... Maybe they were just a scout, but how many does he have here? I can't even tell, but he's got more than a full group. Here he comes, pouncing on the turrets, on the barracks, and you know if you play Terran, you cannot let these Mutalisks onto these barracks. That could be the end of the game. Here he goes. We do have a couple siege tanks out. We do have a science vessel on the way, yes. and gonna get another turret. All the turrets going down. He's gonna get this one. He's getting them. Look at those SCV picks. Beautifully played by Soma. Great Mutalisk control. Light trying to defend with Marines, but he might even have enough to eliminate the Marines here as he goes for this Mutalisk all in. Here's a Science Vessel out. We have a Radiate on the way, but it's too late. And he's going to get the rest of these turrets, guys. And I think he still has 11 Mutalisks left. There's no army left from Light. So what a play here by Soma. Just a total Mutalisk all in. Still no Hive. No other tech needed. He did make the Queen's Nest up at 12 o'clock, but we're on top of these barracks, and I don't see how Light is going to come back in this one. Good game there. Beautifully played by Soma. Guys, let me know what you think about that. Some really interesting head games with the scan. This scan here, I'll talk about that for a second. All he's trying to do, I believe, like this is beyond my skill level here, guys, but I believe he's trying to get a 2-for-1 scan, like creep here or creep here, and see if he can find that base early. Now, he still sent his army up here afterwards to double check. Now, maybe that's because he may have missed a little bit, where if the hatchery was still building, you don't see the creep, right? And then I think that the next scan went down on this base, and that's why he sent his army up there. One thought I have as relating it to some of the Artosis games we've seen recently is Light still did end up losing that army up here to Mutas, and we see that with Artosis a few times. It seems like when that happens, it's really difficult for Terran to come back. Light tried to push out again here and lost his army to Mutas again. Just that Mutalisk, too many Mutas, and he lost 2 full armies, even though he did macro up to 5 barracks, and he did seem to rebuild quite well. You can just see that losing those 2 early and not being able to quite scale up cost him the game. Fun one, guys. Great. Soma looking like he's in great shape. I don't think Light played poorly there. It was kind of a fun little head game match at the beginning. Sometimes these guys, a lot of these guys just play ladder to practice builds anyways at the top level. They're not even really playing all that seriously sometimes. I'd be curious to see what they said on the front end if there was any talk about hiding a base or something like that. I doubt it. They're probably just saying hi, but let me know. Post that up there, and let me know, guys, if you can translate the Korean. That would be fun. I'll pin it up. As always, guys, we will see you tomorrow on the next one.